Hey yo, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, and we can go and make sounds that
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just float in.
I need to know, your location.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Feel the hate, ain't it great? Now the world through. Eyes are open, you made your case. Now you're done, I don't think that you...
Lake Michigan kind enough to send us some snow and set the stage for us here at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Here comes Malik Washington. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight.
You ain't never been a skate town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the Pull up the morning, bro. We at West End, what's happening? All day. Southside, damn, homie, come on.
From the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s, alright. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too. Keep my with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Oh, damn, homie, come on. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just want to keep...
We're ready for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And here we go from Chicago. Return starts at the 9. Well, a decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. He stopped after a gain of 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down. Here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And hey, we see out under the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. This one falls incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, here's Swift. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that column.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much. They bring him down.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 7 and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down carry for Achane. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. There he is on 3rd and short. And he let his man shoot much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
If you keep it stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Jake Bailey on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. But still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Has it in close. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
Williams to throw on 1st. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. To the air yet again. Williams. Short pass brought in. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Snowy weather, no problem for them on that point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Taj Washington on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The shotgun, they'll give it to Achan. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now.
With Achan here out of the gun. And it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense. Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brought down before the return gets far. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let it go.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. Get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know, I know it doesn't show up as a whole lot of return yards on the stat sheet. That's big time. Every single yard is a bonus, setting your offense up for success, and most importantly, taking the ball away and getting off the field defensively.
Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Achan running right. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Achan to the right. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Give her a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with Achane. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
3rd down run from Achane. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going for this, thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a 1st down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're going for this, thinking touchdown, obviously, but they could also get a 1st down. Trying for it, it's Achane. And he gets in, touchdown! The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down throw by Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
It's taken in by Roman Dunze. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stays positive. Just keep chopping away.
Hits him on the end route. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And a dose of the hurry up here.
Big loss on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Final throw before the break. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one does not go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Running back sent in motion. Takes the 2nd down snap. Completed here to Pickens. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Setting up to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. It's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Man, they've had a miserable time trying to run it through all this snow. Another carry fails here. He's going to lose yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts in too many possessions.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds his back. Achane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Ready? Let's go!
Trying to pick it up here with Achan. And that short gain is enough for a resetting down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Chased out to his right. That one's complete, right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Great pass there from the rookie out of Georgia, and a new set of downs for him, too.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Give for the first time to Rashad White. Jukes away from one. And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Ready? Let go!
Achan, a first down carry. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's White on the give. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Looking to throw. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but turnover on down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. One play in, Brock and his drive is already in enemy territory.
What is up?
Swift gets it on the option. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yeah, it's a gain of 1. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down.
What is it on?
Throw here. 3rd down. He set up the screen here to Swift. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
What is up?
Pinned off left and right. Here's Swift. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
What is up?
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Washington now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Let's to his back. Here's Rashad White. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Dolphins losing by 4. Third and just 2 to go. Short yardage run for White. He's got room to roam. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say, I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when we get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Setting up to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins jump in front late. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
He'll look to throw it. That's caught. He found some space. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
50 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here he is to throw. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's your...
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground. Here's White. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Ball at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And these guys don't normally have to deal with the wintry weather when they take the field, but they adapted marvelously to these adverse conditions and get to take a win home now to their much warmer temperatures. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Chicago.